Hey everyone, Creator Mom, happy Saturday. It's such a freaking beautiful Saturday today. Oh my gosh. Yesterday it rained and it cooled and now it's like 70 degrees or well, a little bit less. It might get to a high of above 70 degrees, but yeah, that's the weather. We probably will get hot again, but I am really enjoying this cool weather as of right now. This morning, I wanted to talk about this movie I watched last night. It, right? The movie It. Well, first I started with okay. We went to Dollar Tree, and my kid, kids love going by the little sticker machines and gumball machines. My kid's like, "You got a quarter?" Anyways, then he comes, he's like, "Look what I found!" And he had found a Pennywise sticker, a big Pennywise sticker, and I was like, "Who's Pennywise?" I'm like, and then he was explaining to me it was a movie, and I'm like, "Oh!" And then I found out that Pennywise is the clown's name in the movie It or whatever. So I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out." Like, I don't know why I've never watched it because I do like horror flicks. So go home and I look it up, and Pennywise is the name. I guess they made a documentary about these movies and Stephen King, etc. But then they also have like the It movie from 1990, and then they have an It miniseries from like 1990. So I clicked on the miniseries, started watching it, but honestly, like I got very like bored because because they made that movie so long ago. I think that that's what kind of disconnected me from it. It kind of was like a little bit corny, and I was like, oh, like, so yeah. I just got distracted for a second, but yeah, I couldn't really relate with the miniseries too much. Like, I was liking the storyline, but it was too like corny, just because of the mere fact that it was filmed so long ago, and I guess I wasn't connecting with it, like I said. But so then they made a new one. They remade it, but I'm glad I watched a little bit of that miniseries because I got to see the characters like in the 2017 movie, and I'm like, oh yeah, like they did a really good job, kind of trying to match the characters. I like what they did for the most part, but actually I still have to watch the very end of the 2017 It movie because I was watching it last night and then I just had to go to sleep. It was very close to the end, but I was like, I couldn't. I just had to go to bed. So I'm gonna finish watching it today. But I just wanted to say that I love it. I love the movie, the 2017 movie. I think it's like so well made, and there's something about, like, I think they call it a coming of age movie when there's like kids who are like, kind of like, 12, 13 years old in it, and they're like on a mission to do something. Like, it had a real Goonies vibe to it, but of course with like an evil supernatural entity instead of like in the Goonies it was actually like real people or whatever. But it had a real Goonies vibe, and it had a mix of horror plus, I wouldn't say comedy, but there was almost a lightness about it because of the mere fact that there were children in it. And I don't know, just something about the fact of having children be at the forefront of the being the, what would you call it, the protagonists in a horror movie is like really cool because I don't know, because children are just cool, and they're just really like determined and brave and stuff like that, and they're funny as shit. Like, some of the things the kids say in the movie are so funny. They're just like, what the fuck is that? It's hilarious. They really add a hilarious spin to it where I've like laughed, several times in the movie because of the kids. Um, but then it's like it can be scary as well. So I just like that combination. I don't know how they do it, and I think it's a mixture of like what they have the characters say and like the music and the sounds within the movie that kind of like give you a mixture of those tones of like light and then like scary and like funny. So yeah, I love the movie, and I'm like, why have I never watched this? I guess because I was never like really drawn to the It movies and to the clown horror stuff. Um, but yeah, I missed out. I'm glad I'm watching it now because I'm totally enjoying it. I might go back and watch the movie from 1990, maybe, but maybe not. If it bores me. Like, I was really trying to stick with the miniseries, but I was like, I just can't. It's like really just boring me. But yeah, they did a good job remaking it. And then Beetlejuice is coming out, Beetlejuice number 2. And I think Winona Ryder looks really pretty. I like the young girl playing, I forgot what the character's name is, but Jenna something, I think. I love her though. She played in the movie Wednesday and a lot of other dark type of movies. I think she's a really, obviously her personality is a really good fit for those dark-ish movies. I wouldn't really call them like horror movies, but like very like mysterious supernatural type of like shows and movies. But yeah, I wonder. I'm definitely gonna watch it. Watch the Beetlejuice number 2. And yeah, so that's all I really wanted to share. Have a great Saturday.